I Miss My Grandpa by XiaoJing. Read by Rita, Shatz. I've never met my grandpa. He died before I was born, but I still have always felt like he's here with me. I want to know everything about him, so I like to ask my grandma, what did Grandpa look like? Grandma answers, your youngest Uncle Mason has a face shaped mostly like your grandpa's. Uncle Mason says, your grandpa's face is very far away, like the moon, in my memory, although sometimes I still dream about him. Grandma says, your middle uncle XiaoJing has your grandpa's eyes. Uncle XiaoJing says, when your grandpa looked at the world, he was quiet and patient like a crocodile. When he closed his eyes, his imagination sparked. Grandma says your eldest Uncle Leo has a nose passed down from your grandpa. Uncle Leo says, by always learning, trying, and practicing, your grandpa knew when to water the soil, when to fertilize the soil, and when to plant the soil by just smelling the soil. My grandma says your Aunt Zadie has a mouth most like your grandpa's. My Aunt Zadie says your grandpa told us stories night to night, and his stories had a dove's voice, duck's voice, lion's voice, lamb's voice, cloud's voice, wind's voice, sunrise voice, sunset voice, and countless and other voices. Grandma says your eldest cousin Aiden has ears like your grandpa. When he listens, he doesn't talk. He can hear the silence leaning between and underneath many sounds. My cousin Aiden says nothing. He just listens. Grandma says your mom inherited your grandpa's hair. My mom says your grandpa's hair was really curly like a nest. Birds even come to stay in it one winter. Does Grandpa look like this? Does he look like this? I miss my grandpa, even though I never met him. Grandma says, you can meet him in your heart. He is still living within us who love him. Grandma says, you also have your grandpa's hair.